Hello and welcome. In this video I'll be showing you the weapons tutorial for the VNAO T-45C Goshawk. Now I'll be starting in the air to make the video a little bit shorter, so I'll be adding the weapons in the mission editor, so I'll explain them as I go through. So obviously we have a Goshawk here. Now on pylon 3, which will be on the right wing, we can have the choice of bombs or rockets. I say that in commas, as the bombs that you can deploy are the BDU-33 practice bombs, and what these do when they hit the ground, just emit smoke. So we'll have a rack of those on the right wing, and on the left wing we can either have a choice of allow 68 pod with Hydra smoke practice rockets, or we can have the practice rockets with small explosive. As we've got smoke in the BDU-33s, I'll take the practice rockets here, and just for the hell of it I'll add the Fabry pod, just because you can. So we'll jump into the cockpit. Right, we're just under 7,000 feet over the town of Kobaleti, and we're going to be heading for the disused airfield just down here to my 10 o'clock. I've got some containers set up as targets, right, we'll get into the weapons. So we're going to change this MFD here by hitting menu, stores. Now we're going to want air to ground, and we have rockets on my left wing, and we've got bombs on the right wing. Now we have two buttons for each pylon, one for rockets, one for bombs. So you'll have to select which one you have on either wing. So with the rockets we will want to stay in manual. You've got 140 here, which is the mil rate depression, which is how far the pipper is away from the bore sight of the aircraft. And what we're going to do is we're going to change that. We're going to drop that down a bit to about 40, because we don't want to be in too steep of a dive. And we are going to change it so that when I hold the weapon release, it's not single. I want the whole salvo gone, as I'm only making the one pass for the rockets. Now, as you can see, the pipper has been moved up from the bottom there, 40 on the mil rate depression, and now we've got an X to the rockets. That's because we're not, master arm is not on. Switch that on, and we're live and ready to go. So zoom out slightly, and what we're going to do is accelerate, because obviously protocol is accelerate, go as fast as you can, and that way you've got a higher chance of survival. So we are going to come out of the active pause. I'm going to do a nice shallow turn into the target. Okay, start bringing that over. We want the pipper just over the targets. Okay, it may not be the most accurate shot in the world, but there we go, that's the rockets fired. Now we'll climb up, we'll gain some altitude, and then we'll configure ourselves for bombs. I'm going to want to climb again. So I'll speed up the sim, and then once I get to a decent height and distance away from the target, I'll explain what to do next. Right, not the most orthodox way of setting up an aircraft, but I don't really want to be in a panic to get on the target after I've released active pause. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose bombs for the right wing, and we're going to change from manual to continuously computed impact point, or CCIP. As you can see, a vertical liner has now appeared on the HUD. Now there's no way of selecting how many bombs you drop. All 6 will drop at the same time, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is at the moment. Hopefully that will be something that will be rectified at a later date. But yeah, that's everything selected. We've got CCIP, bomb selected, and now we're ready to turn on the target. And basically at the bottom of the vertical line you've got a cross. You're going to want to get that cross on your target and then press the weapon release. But what you're going to want to do is not try and find the cross. You're going to want the cross to come to you. So get the vertical line centered on the target that you're going for, and let the computer bring the cross up to you. So as you can see, we're on target here, almost. We're just going to wait for that cross to appear. There it comes. It should be bombs away. There we go. Bullseye. So that's bombs. So we'll pause it here, isn't it? Just trim out. Okay, and then last but not least, we've got a simulated gun, which if we're now to ground mode, just makes a low tone. And obviously you want to keep that in manual, and it will probably be the same for air to air. Gun again, yep, there you go, low pitch tone. So the only way you're really going to be able to do any dogfighting, which this plane really isn't capable of doing, not decently anyway, and to prove that you fired your gun at anything, is to record it and play it back. There's no way of anything in the cockpit to let you know that it's being fired, just the tone. But that's it, that's the gun. So that's all weapons. That's it. There's nothing else to add to that. So hopefully that helps. Have a bit of fun with that. And at the end of the day, that's all this aircraft is good for, training and a bit of fun. So, as always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.